Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. Tubs your review on Race and Rescue Kathy Copter. Of course, part of the brand new 2025 Radiator Springs Race and Rescue series. And this is a really interesting release for this line. A lot of the other releases, they kind of made sense. You've got Cal Weathers, Jackson Storm, Sarge, Cruz Ramirez. They all made sense. You've got a couple more oddball ones like Danny Suarez, Jeff Gorvette, and Cal Weathers. But again, they make sense to the racers. Jeff Gorvette hasn't been released. They skipped him over in GRC, really sadly. But they skipped him over in GRC. I guess release him here. That's fine. Danny Suarez, a next gen. Cal Weathers. Those guys are fine. Morgan Martin's another interesting one. Former Super Chase, but I guess I see it. I don't know. That one's also an oddball one. Kathy Copter here, another oddball one because again, she was released, back in 2009. I think she's been released a couple of times since then, but still, it's a very minor character. A lot of the other ones, I understand people recognize them, people know them. Kathy Copter, again, really obscure character, really minor character, really interesting that they decided to go with her. But I guess a variant of Kathy Copter, a new variant of a character we've never had a variant for before. I guess it'll be pretty cool to take a look at. Kathy Copter. I do like the card art there. Looks really nice. You for 2025. Obviously, there you can see Morgan Martin, the other one I was talking about. And then Jeff Gorvette, of course. Red, again, Sally Red, they all make sense. Cal Weathers, a racer, he makes sense. But, there's the back. And really interesting. I guess, you can see Kathy Copter is kind of a smaller release. I guess they compensated for that by also releasing Morgan Martins. I'm in red, I guess they were both deluxes before. But, enough rambling. Let's get Kathy Copter here out of the package. So here's a Race and Rescue Kathy Copter out of the package, and she does look pretty nice. Now, I'd hazard to guess that alongside someone like Mater, she's got kind of the most differences between her Race and Rescue release and the normal release. So let's get right into it. So we'll say the expression's kind of the same. Well, you can't really even see her mouth. I guess it's right there, but from a forward view like this, you can't really see it. But other than that, the expression, the eyes, basically the same. But you do see her hat is now blue, and she's got the Race and Rescue logo right there. Pretty cool. Go on to the side. Of course, a kind of brand new paint job almost for her. You still have her little mouthpiece here, I guess her headset or whatever. I think this kind of shines a light right here. This is what she used to, I guess that shines the light right there. This is, I guess, part of the headset or whatnot. Her skis there are kind of a bluish color. I'm not sure if it picks up on camera, but yeah, it's a nice blue color there. Of course, she's got a big Race and Rescue logo right there on the, I want to say, I guess kind of the tail there. Yeah, I guess the tail part with the big Rescue logo right there on the tail as well. She's got kind of this design where it's, red, and then you've got the yellow stripes. Kind of the classic Rescue design they've had going for the Race and Rescue characters here. Mater has this design. I think Adam Rodriguez has this design as well. Go to the back, you kind of see the design continuing onto the back tail fin here. A couple nice yellow stripes right there. Then you go to the other side. Again, you've got Rescue. There's the nice Race and Rescue logo right there. Got the little prop in the back. I'm not sure what it's called, but here it is. The blue cap there. Like I said, got the Race and Rescue logo. I'm noticing that this Race and Rescue logo it's a little different than this one. Right, you just kind of got the R&R, and obviously different color, but doesn't have all the branding that this one does. Kind of a toned back version of the other logo. Pretty cool, I guess. And then of course she's got her big propeller. I guess small propeller compared to other helicopters, but there you go. And then taking a look at the base, U-28A. Made in Thailand. I think the Cal Weathers that I reviewed last week is from the same case. And I think he was I believe he was U-29A, so I guess a week difference there. But of course, I said she's got a lot of differences, so let's compare her to the Kathy Copter. Now, this is a Chinese Kathy Copter. I actually reviewed her, I think, a month ago at this point, or somewhere around there. Maybe 2 months ago, can't remember. I also record a bunch of these videos in advance, so I'm not exactly sure when, they get uploaded and all that. But anyways, The expression is the same. Actually, the Thailand expression isn't that, like the Thailand eyes or whatever, are not that different from the Chinese eyes on the Kathy Copter there. But you can see, of course, the skis are different colors. You got a red ski here, blue skis here. Of course, the hat, different colors. You got the blue one here and the red one here. Of course, you got the RSN logo here, the Race and Rescue logo right there. The mouthpiece and the headset's all the same color. I guess kind of got a lighter gray here and then a darker gray on this one. Go on to the side, of course, the RSN logo no more, replaced by Race and Rescue and all that. Of course, a lot more kind of detailed with the paint job instead of just being pure red like the RSN one is here. Got a lot of yellow and rescue and stuff all like that. And then, of course, on this side, much of the same. I guess the propellers are the same color and all. It's interesting as well, right? Kathy Copter would be kind of a news helicopter. That's what she's always said. She's a news helicopter. But then here she's a rescue helicopter. The both roles fit a helicopter, right? Of course, you got like Sally and Luigi and Guido and all those guys kind of playing as a rescue vehicles, but they're just kind of helping out. They can't, they're not made for rescuing and stuff like that. But Kathy Copter here is, she could be a rescue helicopter. Like she is here, she could be a news helicopter. It kind of fits the role of a helicopter. So, I don't know, something interesting to point out there. But yeah, I'm also, I say this is an obscure release, or I said it earlier, but I think it'd be more obscure if they did something like Ron Hover as the kind of rescue helicopter. He hasn't had a re-release. Honestly, hasn't. I think maybe he was released in 2022. Now that I think about it, maybe he has had a re-release recently. But yeah, there's Kathy Copter. Like I said, interesting release, but she actually does have quite a few differences, and it almost looks like a completely different helicopter. Like the other ones you can tell that they're variations of the same character, but put these two together and someone might tell you that they're two completely different characters, just because the only thing that's the same is they're the same model. They've got a little bit of red in the front, but other than that, they're completely different, which is nice. I do like that. I didn't think this was a fantastic kind of choice for the Race and Rescue series initially. I've made my thoughts on the Race and Rescue series clear. Not a huge fan of it. And I didn't think this was part of it. Was that some of the releases looked weird, and Kathy Copter I did not think was a fantastic choice for the Race and Rescue series. But I will say the diecast itself, I think Mattel did a decent job on. It looks nice. Like I said, I like the variation from the main release. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I guess I can't really rate it higher than Cal Weathers, but I think it's a decent job. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Kathy Copter. I would assume, maybe I'm guessing here, but I would assume a lot of people will have her ranked as kind of the worst Race and Rescue release. I don't think, for me, I don't know. I do give her a 4 out of 5 but at the same time, would I rather see a different character? Probably. So I don't know. Some of the releases like made her a little boring in my opinion. He looks very similar to his glow in the dark release, I believe. Almost similar paint, very similar paint job. But at the same time, Helicopter kind of a boring release. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think she's a boring release? Is she your least favorite Race and Rescue release, or do you have her a little more highly rated? And have you found her? If you have you picked her up? Let me know all that down in the comments below. But other than that, this will be the end of the video. So thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.